Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome back to Anti-Bullying 101. These podcasts are designed to create awareness about the bullying epidemic and provide teachers, administrators, parents, and even students information about the dangers of bullying and why we have to take a comprehensive approach when dealing with the problem. My name is Jim Burns. I'm your host for the show. I'm a retired high school administrator with over 40 years of experience in education. Currently, I'm a college instructor and designed the Bully-Proof Classroom, a graduate course that provides my students with permanent help, not temporary relief, as they battle the bullying epidemic. Today, we're going to be doing a podcast, ladies and gentlemen, that everyone should listen to. Okay, before I start, I just wanted to make a statement that bullying occurs for two reasons: weakness and difference. And bullies have a tendency to take advantage of those that are weaker than them. But difference is something that needs to be looked at. Everyone is different. Everyone likes to wear different clothes. Everyone likes to act differently, say different things. We're all different. We have different nationalities, races, creeds, religions. Everyone has something different that they are involved with. There are certain things that are just in a person's DNA. In other words, it's their state of being. It's who they are as people. And the point that I want to make here is that when you start to look at differences, there's only two ways that you can go. And one of them is not tolerance. One of them is acceptance, where you accept the person where they are, who they are, and whether it came down through the DNA or not, whether it's something where it is their state of being, that's who people are. And thank God for it, that there are differences in this world and in this culture that make us all do different things and live different lifestyles. Thank God. If everybody was the same, it'd be a boring world, wouldn't it? And I read an article yesterday about an event that occurred in London on June 8th. And the title of the article is this: Lesbian couple attacked on bus gets blasted on social media for being gay. What, are you kidding me? Is this something that we're about in this world? And is this what social media has done? Furthermore, these two girls were attacked viciously on the bus for their lifestyle. Now, I don't know about you, but I think enough is enough already. Social media is a great way to communicate, great way to share information, great way to stay in touch with people that you don't see. Not for this. And this, whatever happened on social media related to this, should be taken down immediately. On whatever social media venue that it's been put up on. Let me just read a couple of things here. Social media users are adding insult to injury to the lesbian couple who suffered a chilling attack on a London bus last week. The assault, which left an American woman with a broken jaw after she refused to kiss her partner at the urging of a group of hooligans, spawned a litany of homophobic abuse against the pair on Facebook and Twitter. Now, I'm going to go on with this. One of the comments that was made, and there were 5 people involved with this. That's what you get for being gay, one Facebook user comment on an article. This attack happened on May 30th. It's just in the news now. I mean, where was it for the last 2 weeks? They were attacked aboard a double-decker bus, which targeted Melania Gay Monat and her girlfriend Chris, who refused to give her last name. I'm going to leave a link to this article in the episode description, a full link. So you can click on it and read this. The social media hate poured in as London's Metropolitan Police said they had a 15-age boy in custody Saturday morning. The couple was attacked by the boys between the ages of 15 and 10. Their parents should go to jail. One stupid comment was, "No wonder my brother still can't find a girl to marry," wrote this person, Chisimo Chiletti, in an online posting. All the girls have been taken by girls. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're an idiot. And that's why you can't find someone to marry. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with all the girls are taken by girls. Tough. You're a jackass, and you need to understand that's what you are, and you need to get off your high horse thinking that you've got something cute to say on Facebook, because it don't work. These girls, when you see the pictures of these girls with broken noses, broken jaws, blood all over the place, by 5 kids between the ages of 15 and 10, no one should be abused for their lifestyle. No one. And I read this article and I wanted to throw up. Now, what's going to happen to these kids? This goes back to many of the other podcasts that my faithful listeners have heard over the course of the last several months. There is not enough consequence in events that will make someone understand they're wrong. You can't grow a conscience. And these kids, 15 and 10, they are moving forward now, And unless their conscience changes, unless there's a consequence that will really make a difference, like getting thrown into juvenile hall or maybe even into jail for a while, this behavior will do nothing but grow unless there's a huge change of heart on the part of the attackers. Despite the attacks, the couples told the reporters they refused to hide their relationship. And I quote, "We are not scared to be visibly queer," said Chris, who she didn't want to provide her name, and I don't blame her. What's going on here? I mean, it's bad enough that these kids get attacked. These two girls get attacked. They're my daughter's age. But now you have to listen to this litany of, I don't even want to say the word BS, on Facebook, which just was completely more abuse, emotional abuse. They already went through the physical abuse. Now they're going through the emotional abuse. I mean, where does it end? Where does it end? They these boys have to be held accountable for this. And quite frankly, I'm a small-time guy. But I do know enough that as an educator of over 40 years, I've seen behaviors grow and get worse over the years when people are not held accountable. I want everyone to spread this podcast around. I want everyone to gain an understanding of what happened here. And I want everyone to take notice, because this is nothing more than being bullied, harassed, and intimidated because of your state of being and who you are as a person. And quite frankly, everyone deserves that right. I am sick of it. Fifth suspect arrested in an attack on lesbian couple for refusing to kiss. 15 and 10. 15 and 10. That's how old the boys were. It's not so much that they rounded up these hooligans, as the article calls it. I want to know what's going to happen to them. And I intend to keep track of it. And you should want to know as well. Because if these kids can get away with this stuff, anybody can get away with anything. We live in a world that we would like to think is safe. I know we have shootings, we have problems, we have war, we have all kinds of stuff. But in our little world, and it's not to say that we don't care for those who were not safe. And my heart breaks every time I hear of a shooting or some type of ruthless and senseless and unbelievable, unsensitive act. But we live in our world. These two girls live in their world. They're happy. They enjoy their life together. They're enjoying each other. And they get attacked for it. I want everyone, and this is going to be the title of this podcast, everybody should listen to this episode. Everybody. And I encourage those who are listening to please forward it, spread it around, get it out there. We want to know what's going to happen to these kids for what they did. That's what I want to know, and I hope you want to know the same thing. It's abusive, it's cruel, it's cowardly, and they need to be held accountable with the appropriate consequence that makes them feel uncomfortable and puts them in a position of shame because they need to feel ashamed of themselves for what they've done. It's time, folks. It's time. I did an article, I did a series, Don't Drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink this Kool-Aid. Don't let this continue. No matter who you are, no matter what your orientation is, no matter what your job is, your appearance is, no matter what your race, creed, nationality, no matter what your state of being is, no one deserves to be attacked. You've been listening to Anti-Bullying 101. My name is Jim Burns. It's been my pleasure to share this podcast with you, and I'd love everyone to spread this information around because it needs to be spread around. You'll see a link in the episode description of this podcast, and you can click on it to come to this article, and you'll see these two girls completely covered in blood from this attack. Please, folks, take this seriously because it's not something that should be taken lightly, and it requires serious consequences. My name is Jim Burns. You've been listening to Anti-Bullying 101. Go to my website, bullyproofclassroom.com. Check out the products there. I always have links in the episode description. There will be a link for this. Mark my word, please click on it and take a look at these two poor girls here who got abused for no reason. And I think it's time we really took a look at ourselves as a society and what we're doing with social media. Because I want to tell you, for this stuff to be allowed to even go up on social media is just, it's sinful. And it needs to be pulled down either by either by Facebook or Twitter, and this type of hate needs to be eliminated from our culture. Once again, my name is Jim Burns. Thank you for listening to Anti-Bullying 101.